No name drops, I thought. Are you ready for the stream we have all been waiting for? Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is the ride. You know, I believe that's Willem Dafoe. This is it. This is the real stream. It's about to get really loud. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. You are here. You clicked on this. This is PC Talk. This is PC Talk with my associate, Jay's 2 cents here. He's here. 200 viewers just left. I doubt it. Here we go. So we're talking PCs, right? And there, I rest my case. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
That's the entire video. So we're talking PCs.
Here. So
comment your favorite PC in the video in the comments.
Guys, like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment your favorite PC down below. Do you like
comment your best PC experience.
There's a random dog over here. I really wonder.
Don't kick it. That's my advice to you. Don't kick it. Because that'd be mean.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. So PCs. We're going to start off with the motherboard. So we're going to be talking about the more high-end, the more high-class, type of PCs. We're not talking about your 2008 Microsoft, Edge, Dell PC. We're talking about the good stuff. We're talking about the ROG. All right. So let's start. So PC, the motherboard, is like essentially the heart, right? Everything connects to it. So in the center of your PC, you're going to get your CPU, which is a central processing unit. There's Intel, and then there's AMD. You want a work computer? Go with Intel. You want a gaming computer? Go with AMD. They're measured by the amount of threads that they have. So high threads, high price, high performance. You really don't want to screw up your installation of the CPU. If you bend a pin, you're probably screwed. Then you do a little bit of a troll, and then you start. You put a little thing called thermal paste on top of your CPU, right? We're talking about the size of like a pea, right? Like you know the thing. You don't want to overdo it, right? Yeah. Funny word go burr.
Dude, that's fun. That's hilarious.
Then after you put on your thermal paste, you do a little more trolling. You put on your CPU fan. Now, what you're going for is a good intake-outtake scenario. Now, there are some CPU fans that can be... There's different types of cooling for your CPU, all right? There's water cooling, which comes in the form of an AIO, so an all-in-one liquid cooler. Those, they look cool, but they don't perform as well as some more high-end CPU fans. Corsair, Linus Tech Tips, check the link down below. They sell CPU fans. Then we got next to the CPU is going to be RAM slots. So for RAM, if you're a gamer, you're going to want 16 gigs of RAM. And if you're not a gamer and you're weird, you're going to want 8 gigs of RAM. There's different types of RAM. The RAM stands for random access memory. You're going for that DDR4 to 5 range of RAM.
Wait, DDR5 exists?
DDR5 exists as of a few weeks ago.
Really? Is how much faster?
Yeah. Much faster? Well, it's 500. It's a 512 gigabyte stick made from Samsung or something. It's 500 and something.
That sounds kind of basic.
Mm-hmm. It is. So then you do a little bit troll. So then on the motherboard, you're gonna want to put something called a GPU or a graphics card. NVIDIA makes some pretty base graphics cards. Today we're going to be talking about the 3080 Ti or the 30, Ryzen. You know the thing. Sells it for paper, $5,000. Good. It's all you need. So then, what else is there on a PC? There's a power supply, so you can get modular. You can get a semi-modular. You can get zero modular. In terms of power supply, you're going for a strong amount of volts. right? You want a PC supply. You want a power supply with a strong foundation of concrete and rebar and just a whole lot of heart. A whole lot of heart. Yeah. What else is there? Storage, right? So if you're a gamer, you go for a terabyte of storage. And if you're not a gamer and you're just, you're you, and you don't go for a terabyte, you go for
like 512, right?
yeah, you can go for half. You can go for half of a terabyte. You got to connect it to a SATA cable, all plugs in.
Everything gets plugged into the funny board in the end.
Yeah, everything gets plugged into the funny board. All right. So case, right? I have a massive case. You might not have a massive case. It happens. What can I say? Bad genetics. So then you're going to want to go for a tempered glass side panel so you can look inside. It's all about being a gamer. Then there's these things called cooling fans. They do a little bit of trolling, right? Just a little bit of trolling, all right? They come in two forms, right? There's intake and outtake. If your intake in front of the case with the fresh air and just completely cools off, your fan from your power supply, your fan from your motherboard, GPU, CPU, and all that. It's real fancy. So that's my TED talk. Anything else? Okay, that concludes it, I guess.
Oh wait, we could talk about micro SD.
Go for it.
Not like micro SD.
Go for it. Go for it. Do it.
So they are different from your normal SSD because while they're smaller, they also plug into like a weird special hole in the front of your motherboard next to the graphics card, like usually right under it. And I think it goes slightly faster, but they usually cost more due to the size. You put your files on your hard drive and your apps on your SSD. That's all my pro gamer tips for storage.
Fortnite battle.
Fortnite.
Fortnite.